Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's Camp Dolphins All Access. We are out here at the Dolphins training facility, Miami Gardens. He's Kim Boatcamper. I'm Steve Goldstein. We heard from Tua Tagovailoa today, Bo. We saw Tua Tagovailoa and the offense have a good day. Well, what do you make of him right now, about a week into this training camp?
You know, I think when I look at him, I see confidence. I see a guy that he's kind of full of himself. He's had a good offseason. He got himself physically stronger. He's worked on his game. He's got a feel for his receivers. They're all coming back. He's working with them, and I think he's ready to have a good year. Now, that being said, he talked a lot about what he's done over the offseason to kind of help the situation, the injuries, keep him on the field more often. So we'll see how that works out. But he's optimistic. The team's optimistic, and we have certainly seen a very good Tua Tagovailoa in this training camp.
You think that kind of stuff works? He's lifted weights. He certainly looks bigger. Jiu-jitsu, try to learn how to fall without quite as much impact. Yep. Do you buy into those things?
I think all those things help. Judo's a fall down, roll over kind of a sport. But I think the one thing he keeps wanting, I did neck exercises too. And to me, the neck exercise are the thing that's going to keep that head from snapping back, which was his problem last year. So hopefully those things, alleviate the, you're never going to alleviate the opportunity for a concussion with a quarterback on a sack. But maybe this helps him survive some of those a little bit more.
Well, I'll tell you what will help. Terron Armstead being there at left tackle, and he's off the physically unable to perform list. We got the feeling today as he spoke, he wants to get out there, but the team is saying, hang on, it's a 17-game regular season and 3 or 4 more if you're going to go to the Super Bowl.
He wants to be out there as bad as anybody, and you know what, there's a lot of good things to that. He missed a lot of games last year, and he's probably going to miss some games this year as he's got that veteran deal. He's been out there for a long time. But it sends a message to some of the younger players about you got a guy like that, a veteran like that, who's been an all-pro, a Pro Bowler, who's fighting to get back early in training camp. To me, that sends a message to some guys that maybe, I'm a little nicked up, I'm not going to practice today. If I'm that guy and I see Terron going out there, I'm going out. And so I think the message sent, but I think just having him there in that huddle as a stabilizing guy. He works with all the players. He stays after. He teaches. He's like a coach in the meeting room. I think it's great having him back this early in training camp.
Speaking of coaching, Vic Fangio now, week into this training camp. Couple of notes on defense. Good to see Jalen Ramsey with the crutches, of course. After the surgery, he was out there on the field hanging out with the DBs. And Brandon Jones at safety, who's had the red jersey, he's coming off an injury. We saw him today for the first time in 11-on-11 drills, so that's encouraging. But what about Fangio? And what about what the players are saying about him?
To me, when I look at the offseason and you look at the people that have been added and the people that have left, I think the biggest move they made was hiring Vic Fangio. And for a guy like Mike McDaniel, who's in his second year as a head coach, to be able to bring in a guy like that with that much knowledge and that much clout with the players says a lot about how he feels about himself. Just give me the best guy I've got. And I think these players absolutely love working a guy with Vic Fangio. Look, my first year in the NFL, it was with another defensive coordinator. Then all of a sudden, Bill Arnsparger came in. I saw what a real defensive coordinator looks like. Vic Fangio looks like that. He's intuitive. He's got different looks. I look at practice. I've seen him in 2 down linemen, 4 linebackers. I've seen him in 3-4. I've seen him in 4-3. They're going to give you a lot of different looks. They're going to disguise, and he's a master at getting that quarterback back there to second guess and double clutch. That's when they get in trouble.
See, you're a master of being a nice guy because you never said the name of that first defensive coordinator. You just said when Arnsparger came in, you saw a real defensive coordinator. So you're very smooth, Bo.
In my last year, I saw another defensive coordinator that I knew, he wasn't Bill Arnsparger either. So.
Name to be left out as well. All right, that'll do it for Camp Dolphins All Access. For Kim Boatcamper, I'm Steve Goldstein.